Greetings everyone, this is Jenny Solubiano. So this video is about the performance task in Botany course Pack 3 Lesson 6, Stages of Photosynthesis. So there are 4 guide questions to be answered. Question number 1. Based on the discussions, what is the difference between light-dependent and light-independent reactions? Based on the discussion, the difference between light-dependent and light-independent reactions is that the light-dependent reactions convert light energy into chemical energy. The goal of these light-dependent reactions of photosynthesis is to collect energy from the sun and break down water molecules to produce ATP, or what we called as adenosine triphosphate. It is the primary carrying molecule found in the cells of all living things. And in ADPH, which stands for nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate hydrogen. It is a product of the first level of photosynthesis. It helps to fuel the reactions that occur in the second photosynthesis. Whereas the light-independent reaction uses the electrons from the light-dependent reactions to energize the process, particularly during the conversion of inorganic compounds into organic compounds, such as carbohydrates. The light-independent reactions are also identified as the Calvin cycle for the reason that the process is cyclic. Question number 2. How are photons absorbed and utilized in the first stage of photosynthesis? Photons are absorbed and utilized in the first stage of photosynthesis. It goes like this. When a plant is exposed to the light, photons of appropriate wavelength will strike and be absorbed by the pigment protein complexes arrayed on the thylakoid membranes. When this happens, the energy of the photon is transferred to the pigment molecule, thus causing the pigment to go into electronically excited state. Question number 3. Summarize the process of light reactions and Calvin cycle. The process of light reaction is completed in the grana region of chloroplast in the presence of sunlight. In this process, the electromagnetic energy of sunlight is converted into chemical energy and stored in the form of ATP and in ADPH. Absorption of light energy and excitement of chlorophyll molecule. Chlorophyll pigment absorbs quantum energy of electromagnetic rays of light and the chlorophyll molecule becomes excited. The energized electrons are emitted out the excited chlorophyll molecule and are accepted by an electron acceptor. The Calvin cycle is a process that plants and algae use to turn carbon dioxide from the air into sugar and food autotrophs need to grow. Energy to chemical reactions in this sugar generating process is provided by ATP and NADPH, chemical compounds which contain the energy plants have captured from sunlight. Every living thing on the earth depends on the Calvin cycle. Plants depend on the Calvin cycle for energy and food. Other organisms, including herbivorous, also depend on it directly because they depend on plants for food. Even organisms that eat other organisms, such as carnivorous, depend on the Calvin cycle. Without it, they wouldn't have the food, energy, and nutrients they need to survive. Question number 4. What are all the byproducts of light-dependent reactions and light-independent reactions? The byproduct of light-dependent and light-independent reactions are ATP, is a nucleotide consisting of an adenine base attracted to a ribose sugar, which is attached to the 3 phosphate groups. The NADPH oxidase consists of 2 membrane components, 3 cytosolic components, and several guanosine triphosphate binding proteins. That would be all. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, this is Jenny Silubiano. We'll leave you a God bless and keep safe.